opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. Y'all, I'm still hungover. I got some DoorDash coming. So either this live going to be short or we're going to turn this into a mukbang. And I'm just going to be eating on camera while y'all talk. What's up, everybody? And welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Shout out to all my members. I see you, Sunshinery, Yvette, Abby. Shout out to my moderators. What's up, Starfish? What's up, Andrea? Doris up in the building. Mina, the hardest working mod. Right. The hardest working mod, Mina. What's up, Jay? Who else we got in here? Brittany, thank you for catching the live. We got Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. Nikki was one of the people that reached out to me, by the way, while you bothered. I was all like, nah, I'll talk about this tomorrow. And then I kept getting hit up about it, and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about it. You know, I'm a little hungover, so I was all like, I'm not in the right headspace, but let's go ahead and do it, y'all. What's up, customer service manager? We got Pope up in here, Stevie. All right, so the slap. We all seen it. That whack, that open hand smack. Yo, that was crazy. Mind you, I did not see it live. I had to see because when I think of the Oscars, I think of, okay, boring. You know, it's just like the Emmys. When I think of the Emmys, I think of boring. I might catch the Grammys depending on, you know, if there's a performance I want to see. But most of the Grammys, boring. So I'm all like, who wants to watch the Oscars? Well, now we're going to do a premiere party for the Oscars every year if somebody is getting the smackdown laid on them. Yo, I love it. Will had a full right. He thought he was mad because he thought he should have won the Oscar for Ali, and he didn't win it for that. Hey, what's up? Oh, you're in your online class right now? You know, he had a full Ali moment. He just went whack, and then, but yo, kudos to Chris Rock because Chris Rock ate that. He ate it. He ate it. We eat those. Oh, they approaching with my order. Don't worry. I ain't gonna shut it down. I'm just gonna start eating on camera. But yeah, he ate that. He ate that slap. And Chris Rock looked like he was smiling too, like he was getting ready. Like he had his face, you know, his eyes squinting and everything like that. He was ready to eat that slap, and he ate that slap, y'all. He ate it. He took it. He was like, oh, I just got slapped by Will. And you know, Will got in his chair and was all like, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Yes, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Now, everybody was all like, oh, Will is protecting his wife, blah, blah, blah. No, get the hell up out of here because y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. Because I looked at the footage, right? And I don't want to play the footage because Oscar, ABC, they'll shut your shit down. So I ain't going to play their footage. But, you know, when he initially said the joke, Will laughed like, ha, ha, you know, mouth wide open, and he laughed, right? It was when Jada like kind of like had her shoulders and she kind of like shrugged like this or something like that. And you couldn't really see her face. Like they only had half her face, but she gave that look like that shit ain't funny. What you laughing about? And I think he was embarrassed. So then he was all like, oh, let me go ahead and like slap, you know, just went pop. And then that's when it all went down. But if you look at the footage, Will Smith initially laughed. So he obviously thought it was funny. But let's go ahead and play a commercial because they just dropped off my food. Hold on.
What's up, aunties, boogie woogies, and sugar woogers? How y'all doing today, auntie boogie woogies and sugar doogie crack crack? You know that AT2, the AT2, he said my name again. You know, Judge Velvet is gonna get that AT2. We see you, AT. I got you, AT2. My auntie babies are sugar woogie cookie doc whack. We gonna get you, AT2. We gonna get you. Judge Velvet, we ain't with the fuck shit. Hallelujah.
This done turned into a muckabang. Yes, I got Burger King. No, this is not sponsored by Burger King at all. Not one bit. They ain't paying me nothing. So yeah, that open hand slap right there. Actually, hold on, y'all. Here we go. Oh, I got rain on my glasses. It's raining here.
Oh, wow! Wow!
Okay, my bad. He actually went, oh, wow. Listen. Did they gave me diet. Oh. Anyway, so that open hand smack went whack, and you go, oh, wow. Listen, you smack me in my motherfucking face. I ain't saying no, oh, wow. No, we boxing, you know? But let me tell you, Will Smith is a punk. Will Smith is a punk, and I'm going to go on record saying that. Listen, did he slap August Alsina? No. Did he slap Tupac? And you know Jada loved her some Tupac. Did he slap Tupac? No. He knew who to slap. He slapped po little old Chris Rock and got it. I'm just saying. Anybody hear me? I don't think y'all hear me. He slapped little Chris Rock, and he felt like he was doing something big by slapping Chris Rock. Mind you, he's the one that laughed at the joke. He laughed initially. He was like, ha, 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 you know, because he was like, ha, ha, I'm just going to laugh at this joke because I don't want an awkward moment. And Jada shrugged and looked, and he was like, you better get up there and slap his ass. So Jada was the catalyst of all this, you know. And Jada was the one that gave him that look and kind of shrugged her shoulders like she was mad. But listen, Jada opened up about her being bald-headed and, you know, having alopecia. Shit, I'm bald-headed, but, you know, I know I'm not taking away. I know it's worse for a woman not having hair and stuff like that. All he said was G.I. Jane. He didn't say, you bald-headed, da-da-da-da-da. He just said G.I. Jane. And, you know, we got the reference. I don't think Will initially got the reference, and maybe that's why he laughed. Like, oh, he probably thought like, oh, because, you know, she a little muscular, like she liked to, you know, fight or something like that. I don't think Will probably got the joke. It's all like, no, it's because he's bald-headed. No, but it's political. Chris Rock made comments before. Oh, well, shit. I'm pretty sure after the Oscars went off, laugh, gas, and gossip, he could have called up Chris and was like, yo, I didn't like what you said, you know, blah, 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 blah. I don't think he should have smacked the shit out of him on national TV like that. And especially, yo, Will Smith got power, because if Will Smith would have smacked Amy Schumer, I'm not saying he would, but if Will Smith would have smacked Amy Schumer, I don't think it would have been, Will would have been escorted. He would have been off the premises. He wouldn't have won the Oscar. But because it was Chris Rock, it was black on black crime. They was all like, go ahead, my man. I know I'm going to hell, but that's why y'all watching me right now. Because it was black on black crime, he was all like, yo, my brother, go ahead and slap the shit out of Chris Rock. That's what happened, y'all. I'm telling you. He's like, go ahead and slap the shit out of him. He still won the Oscar. I don't know if he's gonna be banned or not, but if he had just slapped little Amy Schumer, I don't think it would have been the same. You know, he would have been escorted off the premises. If he would have slapped what's a male Tim Allen or whoever they be having, anybody white hosting the Oscars, and he would have slapped one of them, he would have been escorted off the premises. But because it was Chris Rock ass, he was there like, it's cool. He still won the Oscar, everything. And you knew he was winning the Oscar. A little secret about the award shows. They sit the people who are going to win in the front row. So then they don't have to walk through the aisles and stuff like that. Usually the people that are going to win the big awards all sit in the front. The people that win the smaller ones usually sit in the back, but usually they push everybody up to the front. So you kind of knew like more than likely he was going to win, but yeah, it was a sad situation, y'all. I'm Team Chris, and thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I'm Team Chris on this. Chris should definitely file some charges. And I'm not saying like, oh, that's the right thing to do, but you slapped me on national TV and I didn't do anything back to you. I'm pressing charges. I'm sorry. You going to jail. 200. You can shove that Oscar up your ass. You going to jail. I'm sorry. You press me on national TV and just slap the shit out of me. And all I do is, oh, wow. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. I don't want to head and drop the link if anybody has anything to say. Now, August Alsina done did a show. Done did a whatchamacallit? A whole album about sleeping with your wife and all this stuff. And you ain't slapped him. So you gonna slap Chris Rock. August Alsina was banging your wife and you ain't slapped him? Make it make sense, y'all. What's up, T? They didn't give me no barbecue sauce. Go ahead. What you want to say?
Hey, no, I agree with you. I don't think it was the right time or place for Will Smith to do what he did. It's like we barely get in those spaces. Like we're just getting to the point where, we can be invited and win Oscars and things like that. And he took this opportunity to bring some violence, totally inappropriate. But my point was that this started back when Jada, I forget the name of the movie because I'm getting old, so I forget some stuff. But remember when Jada, about in 2016 or 2017, when Will was up for a role, so he played a role, and Jada said that the Oscars was all white and she wanted us to boycott it. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And so there was a lot of back and forth about people saying that Chris Rock, because I believe he hosted that year as well. And so there was a lot of back and forth with Black actors and actresses saying, telling him to go ahead. And he made a comment. I don't remember the joke, but I think he was like saying, now I hope somebody can put it in the chat, where he made a joke about Jada back then. And so I think this has been brewing. I want to almost say that he said, like Jada should be chill out because she wasn't invited. She wasn't up for an Oscar anyway. He made some kind of a statement. So I think this goes back to Will just trying to protect her honor, because she stood up and she made that comment about the Oscars. And a lot of people were talking about blacklisting her, or when they give you the cold shoulder. What's
blacklisted?
That? Yeah. I'm laying down in my bed, I'm getting tired and sleepy. But yeah, so I think it has more to do with that. Of course, I think he was wrong. Like, you don't just get up there in proper society and go smack somebody at a gala, an event like that, and you're in your suits. But
right, I don't. Your Versace.
Exactly.
In your Versace.
Listen, you sitting legs crossed, sipping high tea in your tuxedo and go pop somebody. Now, if he wanted to do it the right way, maybe you should have challenged him to a duel. Okay, right. Let's do the dueling. But I think it was inappropriate. I think it's a bad look for African Americans. It's just as bad as when Cardi B was at that event with Nicki Minaj and threw the shoe. Like, come on, you guys.
Right. I feel like it was like the Source Awards.
Yeah.
BET would have never done that.
And I agree with you in terms of if it were a white person, he would have been escorted. They wouldn't have just walked him out. They would have lifted him up off his feet and carried him out. You know how your feet be dangling? They would have had him up under both arms out the door. And no Oscar would have been presented.
Exactly. What's up, Sunshinery?
Hi, Sunshinery.
Hello.
Hey.
What are your
Yeah,
thoughts on the situation?
he said Jada boycotts the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties back in 2016.
Oh,
Yeah. See, that's it.
Yeah. I
okay,
thought it
good.
was crazy. I mean, like you said, if it was anybody else, they would have walked his ass out there. Like,
Right.
but it was Chris
And he
Rock.
still won the Oscar? Like,
And cried and talked about love in the acceptance speech, and it was crazy.
yeah. Now, do I think Will is a bad person? All in all, no. I don't think that. However, we can't just be going around slapping people, and especially a comedian. Like, he didn't say it with no with malice intent. He was just all like, oh, she's gonna be starting in the next GI Jane. It was a joke. Now, is Jada sensitive about her hair situation? Probably. Like, let's not
Yeah.
pretend and fake it, but I don't think that. I think comedians should be allowed to tell jokes as long as it doesn't go like he's not talking about someone who has cancer. You know what I mean? Unless we don't know
Yes.
that.
It's
But
like people can't take jokes anymore.
But see, I mean, I get what you guys are saying about the joke, but I think it still goes back to that whole situation where Jada had stood up and was saying that there weren't enough black people at the Oscars. And so I feel like Will felt like he had to defend her honor because
Yes.
Jada took a lot of heat from that when she made that comment years ago.
I
Remember?
agree with you there too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think, I mean, the joke was harmless. Like, okay, you came out with the bald head. But I think it has to do with like him and kind of embarrassing Jada. And it's like, okay, Will, I took one for you. I took one for the team 5 years ago. Now you better go do something. I feel like Jada definitely wears the dildo in that relationship.
Yeah.
yeah, because Will laughed at the joke initially. Can we put that out there? He laughed at the joke initially.
He
He did.
did.
So Will, whether it was a nervous laugh or something like that, he laughed at the joke. So him getting angry just seemed like it was performative for his wife. Because he was like, oh damn, I ain't gonna get the strap on tonight. What do you think about that, Sunshinery? Is it that he wasn't gonna get the strap on tonight, and so that's why he felt like he needed to?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you look before that point, Chris Rock was making fun of other couples as well. There was another couple that was nominated. Both of them were nominated in the same category. He made
Yeah.
fun of how if the wife wins, that the man's not going to get any, and if he's hoping that Will win, and it was a whole big thing. I mean, that was just Chris Rock being Chris Rock. But yeah, Will had to stand up for his wife. I mean, he already looks kind of, with everything that's happened with Jada throughout the years and her being with other people, Will needed to
Yeah.
stand up for his wife.
Right. For me, I feel like he still don't get no cool points because it was Chris Rock that he slapped. You know what I mean? I feel like if he really wanted some cool points, he should have slapped somebody like, with some muscles, somebody the same height as him. What's up, God of Melanin? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you guys?
Good,
Hey.
good, good. Before you start, let me read the super chat. What's up, Stephanie? Thank you for the super chat. She said, Will told us all that the slap to mind your business, get out of Princess. She's referencing the Prince of Bel-Air, by the way. Reach if it tangled is on the TV. Someone says their birthday is in August.
Stephanie.
I'll put your comment down. What's up, God of Melanin? What's your comments?
So let's bring into the real true focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
With all of this is being said up here, and then there'll be complaints later on that black men don't protect black women. So let's just keep it a buck. Make up your mind. Which one do you want? The protection of black women or no? A black man to stand before a bunch of white people on national television belittling a black woman about her hair condition in front of her husband, that's dead wrong. That's dead wrong.
Now,
Will
I
did what
think if it was more like
Will
was
did what he
trying
was supposed to
to.
do because Black women will want their husbands to do the same thing for them. We cannot expect everybody to be on the same playing field. Though all of these relationships are completely different because
True.
I will want my man to do the same thing for me.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Okay, Melanin, I am a black woman, and I'm gonna say this
I'm
as a
not saying
black
that you're
woman.
not, but I mean, I'm just making a point, a clear point, because I sit on platforms that are way larger than just YouTube itself, and the women literally sit there and complain that Black men don't protect Black women,
But that's not
and the moment
protection.
that one
But that's
does,
not protection though, right? You
but
have to
that's
look
his
at what we
wife.
wait, hold on
That's
one
his
second. Just let
wife.
me say one thing. Let me
Go
say
ahead.
though, but when you speak for black women, and I am a black woman, like I'm assuming yourself, that to me is not protection. That to me is buffoonery. You can protect me without violence. I want to see us protect us in a better
You
manner.
can't, but you can't tell somebody how to defend their family.
No,
I
but
understand that.
God of Melanin, let me just
Yeah.
push back a little on you because
Good.
Will laughed at the joke.
I got why he did that because some people, even myself, it's like, oh, okay, so this the game we playing. I bet. So I didn't
Oh,
take
you
it
think
as
he
he was
laughed
sitting there
like that?
laughing.
Like, oh, all right, bet. I
You
got
know what
you.
I'm
I
saying?
got your
I
number.
wasn't taking it like, oh, he's ha ha kikiing. No, it was like, oh, okay, so this what we doing? I bet.
Because it took a moment for him to get his ass up there and slap him. It wasn't like right away. It was at least like a 10-second delay or something
Yeah,
like
some
that.
people gotta gather themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one. I gotta process before I act too. Because I gotta think. You got like all of them little small seconds to sit there and my future on the line, everything on the line,
Yeah.
sponsors, movies,
Right, right,
production,
right. I
whatever.
definitely
You
do
got
think
a
he
lot
thought
of
about
stuff
it
on
like,
the
oh
line.
shit, I might not win this Oscar if
Exactly.
I do this.
I appreciate him, standing up for Jada. I
Yeah,
totally get that. But the whole smack part with another black male, that is not protecting black women in my book. But like you said, people are different. They protect their families differently. But that doesn't align with protect black women to me. That
Well,
was
yeah,
just something that
and you're
didn't have to
entitled to
happen.
that. But let me bring up one thing, and then
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna let you guys have it. Right?
Hmm.
Let's go back to the Black Wall Street real quick. Black power, black this, we gotta own this, we gotta own that. And the white people came and burned it down, right?
right.
Then
In
they
Tulsa,
called themselves
Oklahoma.
rebuilding it. As soon as the white people said, okay, you know what, you guys, you can come sit with us, they didn't finish and complete it. Why are you all trying to be so comfortable to keep sitting in places that don't want you there? Why didn't you create your own lane? We should be creating our own lanes. We
Mm.
Yeah.
should not be trying to be pressed to be, getting Oscars and awards from a bunch of people who oppressed us, don't like us, and faking like this and that, and haven't even given us rights to this day in a country where we pay taxes. But everybody get rights before us. Everybody get a TV show before us. What about us?
Listen, I definitely do agree with that. It's like this thing, like where black people will like protest something, and then like 30 minutes later they'll forget about it, and then it's like go
Exactly.
back to the thing. So I do put it on them as well. I do put it on Will and Jada because yeah, she was I forgot all about that until y'all reminded me. She was the catalyst of that whole Oscar so white and stuff like that, and then it was
Yes.
like
Hmm.
now that he's nominated and it looks like he's gonna win, the Oscars ain't that bad,
Hmm.
True.
But I mean, listen. I agree with you. I agree. Black people, totally. I'm pro black. I raised the fist and all of that. I just thought that in this moment, just the physicality between two black males at that kind of a gala or event should not have occurred, and that he could have used a better way to express his anger or to protect Jada.
Okay,
That's
well
just,
let's do this then.
uh-huh.
They're not husband and wife. That's mother and son. You gonna let somebody do that to your child? Absolutely not. I know I wouldn't.
I
Look,
think that's a little
I
God,
know I wouldn't. I'm
nah.
all
You
about
you
protecting my
now
kids,
you
my
nah,
not
nah.
man,
fair.
my
That
Now
kids,
ain't
you
my
not
family. I'm all about protecting all of that. And my black sisters and brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about that. But I just cannot, I can't ride for the coonery that Chris sat up there and as he does all the time. It's the coonery for me. Make
It's
up your
true.
mind, bro. You got your millions, you got your spot, you did X, Y, Z, but to sit there and go after her like that and comparing her to a white woman, which was Demi Moore, who played G.I. Jane first.
Yeah.
No, you talking about G.I. Jane coming on the on the stage, and so whatever the hell. No, you got Hancock tonight. That's who you got tonight. So
All
you
right,
got
y'all.
what
I'm
you
gonna go
asked
ahead and
for.
let up the next three. God of Melanin, thank. This is my first time talking to you. I appreciate you coming up here. Definitely
Absolutely,
giving
I'm
a different
enjoying the
God of
perspective.
show.
Melanin.
Nice meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you too.
Bye,
All right.
guys.
Bye bye.
Bye
All
bye.
right, and Sunshinery, thank you for coming up too. Any last words?
Yeah, I just want to say too, like Bradley Cooper and Tyler Perry afterwards, they gave him a nice talk. And I don't know if anyone saw those pictures, but they
I see what the
appreciated for
big
Will
though.
Smith for doing that.
Yeah, I think what I read was that they were telling them like, "Hey, be cool, be easy, like this is your
Yes,
moment." They try to talk to him. So yeah, I did see that. Thank you for mentioning that too
no
as well.
problem. Have a great night. Thank you for
All
having
right, you
me.
too. All right, let me let on my next three. Oh, and shout out to Candace too. Thank you for the super chat. What's up, Heart of Inspiration?
Child, the girls are
What's
fighting.
up, Starfish?
The girls is fighting.
What's up, Gavor? The girls are fighting. The
The
girls
girls are
are fighting.
fighting.
What's good? What's good?
Yo.
Oh my
Okay, let's
goodness.
start off with Heart of Inspiration. What would you have done if you got the shit slapped out of you?
Ooh, it'd have been on and popping. We'd have been
Lord have mercy.
scrapping. We'd have been
Huh?
scrapping. I wouldn't have just
Right.
took that mess and just like, I mean, we gonna throw that. If this has gonna be the earrings is coming
Baby.
off, it's a wrap. We going. We
Right.
is
Chris,
going.
Will pulled back on that slap.
He did. I'm gonna ask
yeah.
y'all. Let me ask y'all something. My little tinfoil hat is tingling. I've been watching this over and over and over again. So you notice that when after the joke was made, yeah, he kind of he'd Jada sat up,
Yeah.
and then it took a minute. But when he was coming up there, did you hear Chris Rock say, "Oh, Richard"?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Richard. Yeah.
He
I think
did.
that Jada got
Right.
offended. Jada got offended. He did laugh, but Jada got offended. He caught that and he rose up.
Right.
But
But did you hear?
that laugh that Will gave was like this nigga really
It was
tried it.
Gabor. It was a nervous laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gave like, oh, he gonna do it again because remember he did the same thing in 2016. He made a
Exactly.
joke about Jada
Well,
at
yeah.
the Oscars in his monologue in 2016, and you gonna do
Exactly.
it again in my face? No, sir. But I'm like you,
Exactly.
Heart of
But I still
Inspiration.
go back, even if it was a nervous laugh or not. Will laughed at the joke, so it obviously wasn't too bad. Like, what
No.
y'all gonna say about that?
You
Listen,
ain't nobody
sometimes you
ever.
do that though.
Yeah, ain't nobody ever did that to you,
hold
and
on.
you laugh like, oh,
That's
he think it's a
punch.
problem. He think it's a game. All right, let me show you. You ain't
Right,
never
right, right,
laughed like
right.
that before?
Oh, y'all think it was
Exactly.
that? No, I think it was that
Yeah.
look Jada game. Like, I ain't gonna give you the strap on tonight if you.
Oh, oh.
No. I
But I'm
think
like
that
Heart of
Jada
Inspiration.
definitely gave him the look. Jada definitely, when you're in a couple like that, it showmanship or celebrity or not,
Man, the energy
he
shifted.
gave him
Man,
the
they've been
look.
together too long. That energy shifted, and she
Exactly.
sat up, and I said,
She sat up and said,
"Oh
"What you gonna
shit!"
do?"
But let me tell you something. Though, y'all missing what I'm saying here. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was supposed to be a joke. I think that there was supposed to be a different joke said because Chris Rock
Oh,
said, "Oh, Richard, that was the name of Venus and Serena's daddy, right? King Richard."
yeah.
Yes.
I think that what happened was old boy said he went a little too far. He said something he wasn't supposed to say, and he got slapped for reals.
Right. I think that Will was done. I think he
Yeah.
was, and he put all of his angst with August in that slap and said, "I'm
I don't
done."
I don't
Tupac,
think that had
whatever.
nothing to
I'm
do with
done.
it. I don't think that had
I'm
nothing to
done.
do with it. I
Me
think that it
either.
was you already talked about her in 2016
Yeah.
Mhm.
at the Oscars in your opening monologue. You already talked about her in 2016, and you're gonna
Yeah.
come back and do it again in my face. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It was
Right.
chase.
Do
I'm
you
like
think
Heart
they
of
had
Inspiration though.
a prior conversation?
I agree with you.
No, I'm like Heart of Inspiration. I would have just got the windmill in. It would have been the
That's
Source
it.
Awards.
Yes,
It would have been the Source Awards. Don't put your hands on
Listen,
me.
listen. All day, every day, twice on Sunday. I'm gonna give you all something viral. Y'all ain't had no ratings,
Yeah.
Oscars. I'm gonna give you some ratings today.
Right, I'm
we
watching
done
every
had
year
it.
now. Starfish,
Look.
what were you saying?
I was just saying that I think that he just had enough. I think that when Jada looked at him, joke or not, whatever, skit or not, he just had enough at that point, and he just got up and said, "I'm gonna," and it was real. I thought it was a skit. I really did, but when he hauled back, and Chris took it, and he walked away, I was like, "This is not a joke." I hate to see it.
Chris got a
but I
strong
think,
jaw. He ate that. We
No,
eat
that was
those.
an open-handed
that.
slap.
woo, and
That was an
that
open-handed
was
slap.
like,
Good boy, you know that it was
Listen,
an
I would
open-handed
have acted
slap.
like a poor
Yeah,
defenseless white
it was-
woman. I would have felt up and like, oh my God. Oh,
It was an open-handed. It was an open-handed slap, Heart of Inspiration, and he walked off like a boss, like that was one of his
yes,
hoes.
he did.
He
Gabor,
did, but his
Walked
lip
up
was
like a
swole.
Gabor, hold on, Gabor. Yes,
His lip was swole.
Open slap and walked away like a boss. It was like,
Did you see?
he
Did you
did.
see AT2? Did you see AT2 that the police ended up contacting Chris and he's not pressing charges?
yes.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yes,
Yeah.
Gabor, I did.
Yeah. They
Oh, I'm
ended up
pressing
contacting-
charges. I don't give a damn. I am pressing
Nah, that's a
charges on
punk
you.
move, man. That's
I'm
a
getting
punk
my
move.
millions.
No, you ain't gonna get no money from the criminal. It's from the civil. That's where he gonna get him at. But let me
And
tell
y'all,
you,
please don't be mad at me over this entanglement conversation. But I think that he took all of August and Angst, the joke, everything, because Will has been public about this. Red Table Talk, like they've been very open. They didn't have to. They weren't asked to like talk about their private lives, but they did. And I think that just everything convoluted into this entire moment, and this Will just said, boom.
I
And I'm
think so
done.
too. But I think Jada twisted it on him. I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm looking at the quote from his acceptance speech. He said, "I'm being called in my life to love people and to protect people and to be a river to my people. I know to do what we do. You got to be able to take abuse, have people talk crazy about you." But I'm gonna go on that first tip. I think Jada and her crazy mess felt like Will didn't come to her aid and left her hanging out to dry, which
I
to
agree.
me she should
I
have.
agree. I think
She should have swung from the rafters, because that was an embarrassment. If y'all got an open relationship, don't pick the one little Negro that's gonna talk. You pick the one Negro that's gonna keep their mouth shut.
But
And
they're
you
wrong
know
though.
what?
Did you see the print? Did you see the print? She probably couldn't. You know, she said she
Oh
wanted to feel
Lord, this
good.
conversation is going somewhere else. Thank you, Lev Gasman, guys. I appreciate it. Laverne Cox just embarrassed them 2 weeks ago.
She sure did.
True, with the whole entanglement thing. But here's my thing. If you known as a joke, sometimes you're gonna be known as the butt of the joke. And I feel like you working in that Hollywood circle or something like that, he probably could have called Chris after and been like, yo, can you issue an apology or something like that? I don't feel like he had to slap him. And
Or
especially
can we talk later? I just think that Will had enough. Listen, Jada has, like I said before, I may be wrong, and pardon me. This is a great discussion. It's so great to have all of you. And hey, 82. I think that. Sorry, but I think that, like, with Tupac, everything that Jada has been open about in public, and then them being there as a couple, I just think that the joke. Chris is known for like poking the bear. He's a comedian, but I just think he had enough. And when he went back and sat down and F that, I knew he was pissed.
Yeah, that was.
But I just think it's a combination of, Jada's from Baltimore. Then she has all the history with Tupac. I don't think Jada ever got over that stuff. Not to bring up that other past, but I just think that it's a lot going on.
Yeah, I think there's more to it. I think there's something behind the scenes going on in their relationship. And I think Will definitely earned the right to get the strap on tonight. But I'm going to let y'all down and let the next three.
That's right.
All right.
Listen, it's great talking to all of you.
Well, thank you for letting me up.
It's late. It's late on the East Coast. But listen, you guys have a great night. It's great to check in with you, and I wish you all the best. And God bless. Bye.
Oh, you too. Go board. Any last words?
No,
All right,
I just Will Smooth. Will walked off like a pimp. So I'm here for Will. But it couldn't have been me.
You see Will.
I'm with the heart of inspiration. It couldn't have been me. I'm seeing Will, but it couldn't have been me. But y'all have a nice night and y'all have a blessed week.
You too.
You too. And heart of inspiration.
Thanks, Gabor. All right, you guys take care. Bye.
All right, bye, Starfish. Love you. Have a good night. Heart of inspiration, you still there?
Child, yes.
Okay,
Baby.
any last words?
Baby, let me tell you something. This was a skit gone wrong. I'm telling y'all, we're going to find out. This was a skit gone wrong because he called that man Richard. He didn't call him Will. He said Richard. So there was supposed to be some little skit that happened, and he wasn't expecting to get the dog man slapped at him. He got slapped like a little girl on the street. That's what happened right there. That was a I'm your daddy slap. That's what that was right there. And then that Will was honestly mad. That's what we're going to find out tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait. We're going to follow this, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to pull some cards and I'm going to run their charts too. We're going to talk about it tomorrow.
Right. The cards never lie.
Nope.
Make sure you guys follow my friends. Gabor, follow his channel. Follow Heart of Inspiration. Follow Sunshinery, and then also follow Laugh, Gags, and Gossip. I did want to say that. I forgot to say that. I'm sorry, you guys. Where's the other two? What's up, Princess?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm tired. I'm sitting here working.
What were your thoughts on the situation that went down? I'll let you sound off.
You know, I'm only gonna talk a couple of minutes because I'm gonna get finished with my stuff. I'm gonna go on here, let y'all go in and let have tonight, and I'm gonna go in and let have in the morning.
Okay.
But some of these speculations is I'm sorry, it sounds stupid to me. First of all, we have worked for years and years. I am an actress, okay? I'm working in the industry. The Oscars, the Grammys, all of these academies are run by white people. And for y'all to think that these established actors who have worked hard for over 20 years to get over in these areas, okay, who have worked hard in their careers, that some people, I hear people think it's a stunt, it's a PR stunt. This man was not even supposed to win Best Actors because Black actors don't win anything. And Black actors do not get work. So you think that they would go along with this shit? Excuse me. I forgot y'all don't cuss like that over here. That they would go along with this joke to take us back even 50 years more when we just got a half a step forward. I do not think that any of these Black men would be okay with the degradation of Black people on screen. That is why Will was crying so hard, because Denzel got a hold to him and pulled his coattail, said, "Sir, I know what you did. You know, you probably was in your right, but let me pull your coattails. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have done it." I am team Will. I do not think he should have done it on camera, but like any man, not Black man, man,
right,
man,
just in general, yeah.
a man. If another man was making fun of me and I felt uncomfortable and I felt embarrassed in front of billions of people, I hope that I know my man gonna step up. He might not slap you out on the open, but he,
right.
He gets.
But when he had slapped him at the Oscars on camera in front of everybody,
I don't think he should have did it on camera, but he sure enough would have yoked his ass up towards about. Let me holler at you, player. You know what I'm saying? You might not have made it home. Okay, it's gonna be some smoke in the city. He would have pulled them to the side and yoked them up. But you have to have some compassion. I think about the way we treat each other on YouTube. Y'all dog each other out. Talk about I'm gonna beat your ass. Y'all roll up on people at their house. Y'all talk about each other like a dog, and some of y'all need y'all asses beat for the shit that you do. Excuse me again. But we don't have no problem saying that's okay to beat somebody's ass now. This is selective outrage. So if he felt in the moment that he wanted to avenge his wife, then I can't say nothing about it, because you don't know what that man been through. You don't know what his emotions are. You don't know where his mind is, okay? They got billions of dollars, millions of dollars. They don't give a hell about what we think or what we gonna cancel and what we gonna do. Because guess what? They still got their bills paid. We the ones sitting up here watching and wishing and hoping and praying that we might get a little teeny-notch of what they got. They don't care nothing about that. You're gonna still watch King Richard on HBO Max. I bet you all the streams go up. I bet you Chris Rock streams
Listen, I ain't watched the movie. I admit it. I ain't watched the movie, but
good.
I am now.
It was good. It was good. He deserved it.
Okay, it was good. Okay, I'm gonna watch that shit now.
Okay.
I got Amazon. Yeah, it's on Prime.
Yes. Okay. So you know, y'all got to think further than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I wouldn't have done. And y'all treat each other bad every day. Every day. And don't think about how you treat your neighbors. But then a lot of these women up in here on YouTube don't have no man. And they don't have nobody to keep them in line and keep them in check. And I do mean that in a special way. You have to understand what I'm saying when I say your man got to keep you in check when you go a little bit too far off, because I know I get my coattails pulled. Have somebody to care about you, okay? Man, woman, cat, dog. They're going to feel some type of emotion when somebody's doing something out of order or when you doing something out of order, okay? Go find somebody and you'll understand that maybe he was a little bit emotional. And now he ruined his night. He did. Because now we're sitting up there talking about this rather than talking about he won Best Actor, one of the first black men and few black men to win Best Actor. That this black man, Will Packer, produced this show. That this was the most multicultural show that the Oscars have ever seen. We're not talking about that. We're talking about somebody getting slapped in the mouth. Y'all do this every day. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me.
Laugh, Gas, and Gossip, thank you for the super chat. She said, do you think this will affect his career? Let me ask you this before you go, Princess.
I'm listening.
Oh, do you think that it will affect his career?
Everybody gonna be watching King Richard this week.
Hey, that's
Are you
true.
gonna stop watching Bel-Air when the new episodes come out on Thursday? Because that belongs to him. Everybody talking about watching Red Table Talk this Thursday. That belongs to him. Come on now. No. And he don't care either.
Yeah, he made his money. He got his money, so he don't care. All I'm gonna say is that they definitely need to have security. Where was security?
Because nobody thought that he would do that. Yeah, somebody said it was
I didn't think about that.
Yes, it was ghetto. Yes, it was out of order. It was wrong. Yeah, but I understand. Ain't that what Chris Rock say all the time? He shouldn't have did it, but I understand.
Right. You're right about that. You're right about that. They didn't expect that. And then when he got it was already over with. It happened. It seemed like it happened so quickly, but it took a little while to get to that point before he just went pop. And then,
Chris
you're right about that.
Was hella professional. But can you imagine getting slapped on national live TV? Like, you have to think about that man's position. Like, do I get ghetto with this man? And he probably was shocked.
Yeah, he was in shock, definitely. That's why I said I would have fell out and been like, oh my God, help me. I'm pressing charges. I'm getting millions.
But this is live TV. You can't break ranks and you can't break character like that. He was
true.
professional. He did what needed to be done. He held the joke very well. I know that was some quick thinking, like, okay.
Right. He said, oh, wow. Princess, I'm gonna go ahead and let the next two callers on, but thank you so much for coming on.
Holla.
All right, make sure you guys check out Princess AV on YouTube. Thank you, Princess.
Bye-bye.
I love Princess. Oh, where'd the other person go? What's up, Autumn's mom? Thank you for coming.
Hi, good night. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good. First, I want to apologize because I missed the beginning part of your show. I've been all over the net listening to everybody tonight. And I just happened to see that you were live. So if I end up repeating anything that anyone's ever said, before I came on, I apologize because I don't know what was said already.
Oh no, you fine. So basically, I'm Team Chris Rock, and everybody else is Team Will. So
Okay, okay. Well, guess what? It's funny because I see both sides in my mind. I haven't even
Mm,
reconciled in my own mind exactly my ultimate decision.
okay.
Okay. Now, if I think about it, the instant me, I'm going with Will all day. South Philly, I mean, excuse me, West Philly came out. We saw West Philly say enough is the F enough. You know what I mean? That's what we
Hmm.
saw. When everybody saw him laughing originally, that was one of them laughs that I would do to myself, like, oh, okay, I got you. Just hold on. I
Oh,
always say,
okay. So y'all really think like it was like one of those like, oh, you think this is a game, and then that's okay.
yeah, well, he said it afterwards. He said, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. Period.
Hmm.
You know, that's what it was. And I think when the joke was said, it wasn't just about the joke. It was also about, okay, you I let you get away with this the years before. I'm sure he probably was saying other things and it got back to him because when he said it, you saw Jada's face. She didn't find it funny. Also, this isn't a cosmetic thing. She has a medical issue. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that was not, that was an ill gotten joke, quote unquote joke. Anyway, now everybody thinks you can get away with certain things, or at least you hope you can in certain places and spaces. What happened tonight is when a person don't give a damn what room they in. Now, the other part of me says you should always care about what room you're in. But sometimes enough is a damn enough. And you can't care. And you have, because I think he's tired of all the jokes from everybody. I think he's tired of everybody's been clowning Will since he first came out, since the
Hmm.
plateau days and him being not a gangster rapper and all this stuff. So for years, people have never given Will Smith really the credit, or at least the street cred.
Yeah.
Everybody's been
He's been
thinking they
kind of
can
like the
play
corny
with him.
dude, right?
And well, the way that they've been trying to portray him. And what he showed tonight is like, listen, enough is enough. And when people get sick and tired of being sick and tired, it is what it is. You know what I mean? At that point. So I'm sad on the other hand that, okay, yeah, you can say, why did it have to be a black man against a black man? Well, then the black man shouldn't have said a joke about the other man's wife. At the end
You
of the
know,
day,
Key makes a good point. Last Guys and Gossip. She said, and Chris delivered the joke, but there are a team of writers. He was making that statement to everybody: keep her name out of y'all mouths. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Because you know they do a run through with the jokes and stuff like that. So I don't want to say Will and Jada were blindsided, but there's a team of people, and so you know Chris was the representative because he said it out his mouth. Should Will have slapped everybody then? Like, you know, how far do we go with it?
Well, see, at this point, and then I seen other people that saying, "Oh, well, Will should have had that same smoke for August Alstina, this, that, and the third." Well, the difference is he was okay with him and Jada's relationship. That was okay with them. Like he said, no, there was no infidelity in our relationship. They have what they have going on. He doesn't have smoke for that man. He had smoke for that situation. He was pissed. He had to be outraged and just lost it. We've all been there where you just lose it. Where you be like, damn with this
Mhm.
job, I don't give a damn about this. I don't get my bail money ready. Here we go. You know what I mean? And ready to just throw it all to the wind. I bet you they're having the best sex of their life right now because there's nothing sexier than your man standing up for you and having your back and defending you, and then
Oh
in front
yeah,
of millions. Girl,
right. So somebody
bye.
getting a salad toss tonight. Let
What?
me go ahead and Amy J, what you want to add to the situation? Are you Team Chris or Team Will?
I'm Team Will at this point. I'm Team Will.
Okay, Team Will. Let me know why. Sound off.
I just feel like it was an appropriate joke. I don't know if he should have went up there and smacked the dude, but
Right.
I feel like there's so many ways of telling a joke about a woman that's bald that didn't come off as nasty as that joke was.
he compared her to a woman in war. Like the movie G.I. Jane, the girl had to shave her head to emasculize herself to be accepted by a group of men that didn't want a woman in their platoon. So it's so many ways. He could have called her a sexy ass Oscar. You still got one with you. It was so many ways he could have did that joke.
But do you think that joke would have been accepted? I think he would have got slapped if he had said that one.
Oh, but she did look like a beautiful Oscar. She it's like you the only one that can rock a bald head and look gorgeous. It's so many ways you could have said that joke where you could have gotten the punchline across without disrespecting her. That's what I looked at it as. And him trying to like play it off like, well, it was just the G.I. Joe joke. No, it wasn't funny. And I should Will have went up there and smacked him. I probably would have waited on the commercial break and then
Right.
smacked him.
Right. He
But
could have
guess
addressed
what?
it backstage or something. I think him
yeah, he
getting
could have
on the
waited.
stage
But
and
at the end of the day, like, why did they? Everybody, I heard someone say if it was a white comedian wouldn't even play with Will like that. They have or black comedians they have a way of where they poke with crowds and they poke with individual people and they poke at the worst parts of them and people can laugh it off. But it's his night. It's his Oscar nomination night, and y'all keep bringing up his wife. Didn't like last 2 weeks ago, Laverne Cox said something just
oh
to prove.
yes, she said the
Talk
whole
about
no more
entanglement.
entanglements.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
at the end
thing.
of the day, that shit isn't funny. It's not.
But,
Here's the thing:
but here, I have to push back on it because they're a part of pop culture and they had to have known, and they do know that, y'all created that word entanglement. I mean, of course, the word has been in the dictionary, but they popularized it.
here's the thing:
If they
y'all
didn't
could
take
have
that
did.
upon themselves to market that and
Yes, here's the thing.
and stuff like that, that's on them.
But it's
They're in
still
the
a
entertainment
time.
business.
AC2, it's still a time and a place. If you're at like this is Will's night, not Jada's night. Now, if it was Jada's night and you wanted to lighten the room and say, "Girl, don't be worried. It's not like the entanglement." Is one thing. That's Will's night at the Golden Globes. Y'all keep
No, I
bringing up this
disagree
man.
with that. At the end of the day, it wouldn't matter whose night it is. You're not going to disrespect my wife, period, in front of me. And in AT2, what you just said about they, tried to capitalize or they put it out there or they're in the entertainment and this is basically food for fodder. But guess what? We'll just put everybody on notice. I don't find it funny. And this could happen to you too. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Now, I bet you everybody might do jokes or whatever online or this, that, and third, but you'll think twice before you say it in front of that man's face.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can see you saying a joke and he's not in the crowd. You literally said Jada. She's sitting there.
In the front
No.
row.
In the
Easy
front row. Like,
access to
nah,
get
this
up to
one
the
thing if you be
stage.
like, Jada and Will not there, and you say or make a joke about him, and everybody laugh. Like, that's okay.
Right.
My
Shout out
thing is,
to all my moderators real quick. Thank you guys for holding it down. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. I don't know if I missed the super chat, cash apps, all that stuff, but thank you for all that. I do appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm gonna let Suki go because Suki hasn't talked yet. Suki, what did you want to add to the conversation?
So I'm a younger guy. I'm about 24, and I didn't even really get the joke at first. I was born in 97 when G.I. Jane came out, so I had to look up all this. And I don't think I'm Jada Pickett's demographic as well. I didn't know she had alopecia. I don't watch her Red Table talk show. So
I'm glad you mentioned that because I was like, that movie was like 20 years ago. So, I mean, well, not 20 years, but, 10 plus years ago. So a lot of people didn't get the reference like right off top, but a lot of us knew that, okay, she lost her hair and stuff like that. So if you followed it, you knew, but if you didn't, you really didn't get the joke.
I always thought it
keep
was
going.
a stylistic kind of decision for her to have shorter hair. It's not that crazy for a Black woman to have shorter hair, especially like her type. She's more earthy and kind of that goes with her vibe.
Wait, so you think because she was earthy? No. She actually said that she has alopecia.
Yeah, she has alopecia, but I always thought that was just her style. Just because
Oh,
that's
you
just kind
thought
of
You think
okay.
implied.
Jada
You
has
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
from an
rocked it?
outsider, you thought
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was her
As an
stuff.
You
Okay.
outsider,
think
I was,
Jada has
ignorant.
rocked?
I always just thought that was just her thing. So I didn't really think the joke was that bad. I guess it is, she does have a medical illness, and that does suck. But what if somebody made a short guy joke? Like, what if they were making fun of some guy's height? I feel like they wouldn't really care. No one would really care.
But see, that's the point. It's not for us to care. He cared, the person that it was being delivered to. So that's what they say, penitentiary chances that you take. We could have thought it was the funniest joke in the world. It could have been a belly buster where everybody in the room was cracking up with tears coming out their eyes. That man didn't find that joke funny, and that's why that other man got smacked in his face in front of millions.
A
But
good
does this
example.
help Will? Does this further his advocacy for alopecia or anything, or just
No, that's not
defending
Well,
gonna
I
black
help
don't think he
Will.
was
Will be
women?
advocating for
fine
alopecia. He was advocating for his
for
wife.
his
Wife.
wife.
Does that work though?
No, the
Did
thing
he
is,
actually
okay,
do that?
yeah, it's a good example of it. Like, remember Mike Tyson back in the 90s and 80s? They said he would go to comedy clubs, and at one point, a lot of comedians used to make fun of his light voice. After so long, he would run up on them and physically attack them, to a point where comedians stopped telling the joke because they knew he didn't like it because he was sensitive about his voice. Now, if it's somebody who's short, who
Mhm.
doesn't like to be made fun of about it, then you kind of know what you're running the risk. Jada has cried on her television
Yes.
show about losing her hair. She has talked about it extensively. Where she's been in tears. She's been depressed about it, all the way down to when she finally shaved it. I was thinking relief because her hair was falling out.
Is it
So,
possible he's never heard of any of that?
if he didn't, at the end of the
Oh,
day,
that's
he's
a good
probably
question.
Because a lot of people like me only tuned into that red table talk when all that entanglement drama was happening. No one, I don't think
yeah.
anybody
And
my
here's the
age
thing:
was
Fair,
that
tuning
might
into
be
that.
the case, but at the
fair.
end of the day, if her daughter's walking around with a bald head to support her mother's hair going
She's doing.
long,
Who knows? Who knew that? I
I
didn't
mean,
know.
a
But
lot of people knew, and at the end of the day, it still was an inappropriate joke. You're making fun.
And was he
GI Jane is
freestyling
not.
the jokes up there, or did he plan the jokes beforehand?
Well,
He
they
could have put
always
on a
have
costume.
writers and stuff that write and stuff like that. It's either collaboration or they write it for them. So somebody knew that joke was going to happen. Now, if they didn't relay that to Chris, like, hey, maybe not say that joke, then or he switched the joke, then yeah, that's a bad situation. But I'm gonna ask y'all this before I get ready to end the show, and I'm gonna go around in a circle. Now. I believe he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock because it was Chris Rock, and Chris Rock is shorter and whatnot. Do you think that Will Smith would have had that same energy for August Alsina, who slept with his wife in the whole entanglement, and Tupac, who his wife is still in love with? Autumn, I'm gonna start with you first. Would he have that same energy?
I think that time at that place, Will was with all the smoke. Anybody could have got it.
Mm.
Anybody could have got it. He was tired of being the butt of people's jokes. So that night at that place, think about it. He's up for an Oscar that he's worked over 20 years to get. This was the most important night of his life. So for him to say, Oscar be damned, he didn't care who it was.
Mm. Okay. And
I,
Amy J?
he would have done it regardless of whoever it was, because I've read his biography. Will Smith ain't no sucker. Will Smith rode with the most toughest gangsters in Philly and was highly accepted. He's fought bigger and better. So no, he kind of reformed himself when he
Mm.
finally got the refreshed Prince of Bel Air, and he has given Tupac smoke. So when people think he was not some type of scary cat, no, he's not. Will Smith is from West Philly. He is hood. He has reformed himself. He has changed and made a real good career in acting, but he reverted back. He flipped out, and he knows what he did, and he will have to pay the consequences, because you still, as much as I support him smacking him, you still need to get in trouble for that. You shouldn't have smacked that man on TV like that.
Right.
Wait,
Chris Rock should have fell out.
Did you guys forget that Will Smith played Ali? He trained as a boxer. He also trained as a martial arts person. He's well versed and physically fit. Will
I mean,
Smith
I read
is
his biography. Will ain't no sucker. Will has been
yes.
fighting
It
since
didn't
he
matter
was a
who it
kid.
was.
It don't
Right.
matter who it is.
Suki, do you think that if, like I said, if it was Tupac or August Alsina, do you think he would have slapped them?
Maybe he would have. I would hope he wouldn't because he's 53, man. Come on, you got to grow up eventually and just can't he handle stuff like in a mature fashion? Like I don't know, make a tweet about how that joke was destructive and how that was offensive. I'm sure Chris Rock, he seems like a nice guy. I'm sure he would be responsive to something like that.
Now, I just thought about something now that you said that.
Yeah.
I think if it was like a younger comedian or something like that, I don't think he would have got up there and slapped like a somebody who wasn't well known. I think he would have used his power and probably not got them work. I know y'all team Will, but I can't forget what he did to dark skinned Viv. That woman has never been the same, and now she's getting her flowers. So I can't just be all like, "Oh my God, this happened."
He
Dark skinned
apologized to her.
Viv.
I was gonna say he apologized to her. He brought her on the reunion, and then he also made sure that in King Richard, that the woman that played Serena Williams' mother got paid more than what they were going to give her. So Will has been doing the things, and
Yeah,
I
I
think,
do
like
like
I
that
said,
he mentioned Anjanou in there.
yes.
Definitely, I did like that he mentioned her.
At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, Will Smith has been a part of destroying people's careers. And I do believe that's why we haven't heard from August Alsina since that snitch date that he had with Andrew.
He has a lot of
You make a
mental
good point with
illness
that
Me,
one.
because
things
he's
going
been
on.
low key since. We ain't heard. So maybe Will has been in behind the scenes making sure we never hear about August ever again.
Right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate it. Thank you, Suki. Thank you, Amy J. Thank you, Autumn's mom. I appreciate y'all coming up.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Have a good
You
one.
too. That was awesome. I like that discussion, y'all. That was a good discussion. Let me read the super chat. Let me go cross-sighted real quick. Oh my God. Steph, I'm gonna just leave her comment up there, y'all. Anyway, that was a good discussion, y'all. I wanna say, do I need to do the song? Thank you for the $10. Thank you. I wanted to ask you guys. So I'm gonna do a crowd vote because I was trying to keep up with the chat, but there's hella people in here, as you can see. And thank you to everybody who has subscribed too. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask y'all right now at this moment. I'm gonna ask the crowd. I already asked this to the people, but the crowd. If that was Tupac or August Alsina that said that joke, would Will had slapped them? Put a 1 in the chat, yes. Put a 2 in the chat, no. Let's go. 30 seconds. If I can find the damn count. Dang it. Where's the countdown at? Hold on. 30 seconds. All right, I see a lot of 2s. 1. Not Tupac. Okay. August Alsina, he might have slapped. Okay, next question. Another 30-second countdown. Now, when Chris Rock got slapped, instead of saying, "Oh wow," put a 1 in the chat if he should have fought back. Put a 2 in the chat if you agreed with him remaining professional. 30 seconds. Here we go. Hey, he took it like a G. Y'all ain't wrong about that. He took it like a G. Two, okay. For me, now he could have finished like his whole spiel and stuff like that, but I would have nosedived on Will. Will was in the front row. I would have nosedived on his ass and like attacked him because like you ain't gonna play me on national TV. Or I would have fell out. As soon as he slapped me, I would have fell out. Like, oh my God. I would have fell out because like, you just can't walk up to me and slap the shit out of me on national TV and think that's okay. I'm just saying. Like a lot of people said, you know, he definitely shouldn't have slapped him on TV like that. It should have happened like in the back or something like that. I definitely get, you know, it comes to a point where you're tired of being the butt of everybody's joke. But I mean, you didn't let us know, like, okay, this is my final limit. You know, this is where I'm at. And maybe they not friends and maybe there were tension already. And so if you know there's tension already, then you shouldn't have said that joke. But either way, yeah, this situation is crazy. Definitely is going to be a hot topic tomorrow. So this is probably going to continue. But I just want to say thank you, everybody who has subscribed. We are almost at 9,000 subs. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Excuse me. I appreciate every single one of y'all for being in here. This was a great show. I love how we all have difference of opinions, but we're allowed to say it here, you know? It's one for right. He about a buck 40, and that's why he slapped the shit out of him. But anyway, hopefully those of you who just subscribe, stick around for everything else. If you don't, I definitely understand you was only here for one night. You know, I have many of one night stands, you know. All right, y'all, I'm going to finish tearing up this food, but I'm out of here. Deuces, y'all. Peace. Hold on, let me leave y'all with the slap real quick. Hold on.
Oh, wow. Wow.
All right, y'all, we out. Deuces.